Oh. 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 Fuck me. What happened? Oh. I feel like I was just in a goddamn coma for the past 4 months. Why is my shit has my shit been recording this entire time I was out? Who the fuck shaved me? Alright, hold up. We gotta get our bearings straight here. What happened? Okay, honestly, the last thing that I remember, we were going through a bizarre adventure with Katawa Shoujo, and we were talking to Rin, and whew! All fun aside, ladies and gentlemen of the humble internet, my name is Ryan, aka the Rye Man, and I have returned from Texas. I have returned from my 4 months. Yeah, it was 4 fucking months. 4 months of Texas shenanigans. And boy howdy was it one hell of a bizarre adventure. But I have returned, and we are going to pick up immediately where the fuck we left off. With this line of all lines. Alright! My God, what did I do for everyone's voices? Do you want me to do it with my foot or my mouth? No! What happened? Why? Nani? What did you say? She tilts her head, her brows forming questioning arches, as if she doesn't understand that I didn't understand the question. I might have understood the question. Oh man, this would have made this having this game as context would have been fantastic during one of those games of Would You Rather. I need to ask the guys that I went on the Texas adventure with, would you rather date a girl with no arms or date a girl with no legs? I'll extend that question to you, Internet. I might regret doing so. I don't mind drawing either way. You'll look better if I do it with my foot, though. Oh, man. With your foot, then, if it's all the same to you. God damn, welcome to the internet. Welcome to the internet 2019. It's fucking brouhaha out there, guys. Nodding an answer, Rin gets up from her seat and kicks off her sandals. The one just flies across the room. In 2 fluid motions, she picks up the paper sheet and drops it on the floor, then snatches the brush between her toes before sitting on the floor in a weird half-cross-leg position. Although I've seen her do everything with her feet already, from eating to painting, this display of dexterity is so fucking dyslexia. Prodigious. Fuck it. That I just stare at her, stunned. Rin contemplates her blank paper intently. The sharp tip of her brush hovers over the paper in anticipation. Rocky Horror Picture Show, everyone. Go watch that shit. When she raises her head to see if I'm ready, I quickly turn my face away. I'll go first. Make a pose. Strike! I didn't mean to do that. Strike the best JoJo pose y'all got in your fucking library. Pop it! I turned my camera off. I'm still gonna... I'm gonna continue... Y'all not gonna see this. But I'm just gonna continue JoJo posing throughout the rest of this episode. In the context of Hisao having me as a stand, that's just Hisao stand, like doing fucking JoJo poses. Every second of every day. Cue the Three Pillars theme song. What kind of pose? I'm doing one, Hisao! It doesn't matter. That's the point. You have to make the sketch of impression you get, not decide beforehand. I am just sitting in my chair, my hands hanging limply between my knees. I look at her, and she looks at me for a moment before beginning. Rin's stare is piercing, but impassive. It's as if she were trying to absorb a part of me into her own. I feel like I'm physically shrinking under the pressure of her gaze. I get the feeling that for the first time since we met, Rin is actually looking at me instead of in my general direction. She sketches with confident, bold sweeps of the delicate brush, not caring about the potentially destructive consequences of accidentally misplaced stroke. After she's happy with the outline, she stands up to pose for me, sketching her... stretching her back and legs. I can't read! I decided to do a Let's Play involving reading! A crap ton of my Let's Plays on here involve reading. I did not ask for this as a flagship. This time, she doesn't look at me. Instead, Rin lets her gaze wander around the room. I'm relieved. It's easier to stare at someone when they aren't staring back at you. Even so, I find it hard to get the sketch going. Just stick figure it, dude. Her, it's easy because you don't have to put arms. I'm not especially artistically talented, so I'm scared my portrait will turn into something disfigured, especially when compared to my partner's skills. I don't want to embarrass myself too badly on the first try. Rin is not helping the process either. She doesn't stand still for even 10 seconds. I feel like I would have decked her with a stool at that point, dude. Tilting her head from side to side to judge her drawing, biting at her lower lip, looking unsatisfied, and constantly shuffling around like she was on hot coals. I finally managed to make some headway on my sketch. With my outlines done, we both start inking the shadow and light. Oh, speaking of Rocky Horror Picture Show, I think that's the direction I was going for your voice. Nomiya passes by and remarks in the beginning of our sketches. Very good. This is fun. Standing figures. Standing figure is easier for a beginner to get the grasp of. But I didn't choose the pose. I look at him, then at Rin in confusion, but he's already moving on to the next pair, and Rin seems unresponsive. Just like when she was painting the mural, Rin has become so engrossed with her work that it seems that she has shut me, the classroom, and the entire world itself out from her own little sphere of existence. Wait a minute, isn't there a fucking blind dude in this class? How much would that suck that you got paired with a blind dude? He's got to do a sketch of you. Every now and then, she leans backwards, seemingly to get more perspective. Sometimes she bends forward, leaning down until her nose almost touches the paper. This rocking back and forth looks silly. Suddenly, we're in proof she hasn't completely drifted off into a world of her own, and speaks! Are you having fun already? Oh, I'm having loads of fun, Ren. My face is in a perpetual state of funness. You can ask my friends and coworkers and family. She doesn't raise her eyes from the drawing, which is a good thing. The breaking of the silence sends a jolt of surprise through me, as if I'd been electrocuted. I don't know yet. It's hard to say. Are you feeling it now, Hisao? How about now, Hisao? Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Oh, fuck my brain when I play this game. I can't hear how she replies to my answer because she is suddenly having a private whisper conversation with her sketch. I don't understand how she could draw so well when she has the attention span of a butterfly. As it seems she has lost her interest, I go back to work on my drawing as well. I try to add texture to Rin's hair, to somehow grasp the way the golden afternoon sunlight, her bright red tussle of flame, and transfer it to my paper in shades of black and gray. Somehow this pen and the bottle of ink seem like such a lousy, inadequate tools for the task. It's hair. Minutes pass, but the sketch doesn't magically look any more like Rin than it did before. Her voice wakes me from my despair. Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Oh, God! It's okay. I'm not dead. Oh, God, how fucked up would that be? I go through all that shit in Texas to come back and be killed by Katawa fucking Shoujo. For my own stupid jokes. Excuse me? Are you having fun already? Why do you keep asking that? Because it's a club, right? Clubs are meant to be fun. You join to have fun. Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Isn't it important that I'm having fun? Yes. Okay. I'm having fun. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Good. I wonder if I said that just to please her or if I really meant it. I can't really decide which it was. I don't hate this, though. I can honestly say that much. It's good enough for now. As the allotted time to finish the studies quickly ticks away, I desperately try to improve my awful sketch, but it doesn't seem to get any better. I want to start again from scratch, but what would be the point? There's no time for that either. Okay, everyone, that's it for today. Please turn in the drawings on my desk, and I'll see you all next Monday. Okay, dude, I'ma keep it a buck with you. That is not as bad as I thought it was going to be. That is certainly... Why am I holding my hand in a weird position? It is certainly 1,000% better than anything I would have been able to do. If I tilt my head to the right, I kinda like it. The jury is still out when I tilt it to the left. I glance at my portrait. It doesn't exactly look like Rin. That looks like Rin! That totally looks like Rin! I guess you could say it portrays her, but that might be a bit generous. The nose and jaw look hideous, and the shading is terrible. Granted, it's my first attempt at drawing with ink, but it's still pretty bad. That's not bad. See? Thought so? She sneaked up behind me while I was lost in thought. Damn it! I was hoping I could smuggle the portrait to the teacher without you seeing it. Why? I'm not really happy with it. I wish I could draw better. And I wish for a lot of things too, Hisao, but we don't really get what we want. You just need some practice. Could you take my drawing to the teacher too? Curious myself about how the sketch turned out, I peek at the picture. From the way Rin was drawing, looked like she was really into it. Holy fuck! I like how it has my dead eyes. Not Hisao's. My dead eyes. That is exactly how I look at every outdoor public activity I'm dragged to. People can attest to this. I don't have that hair, and my head is way more round. But that is the face. It's excellent. Somehow the seemingly arbitrary strokes come together to form an image of my face. From the shape of my chin, to the messy hair, to the somewhat gloomy expression. Okay, if I can make one correction, if it's going to be my face, there just needs to be, like, the world championship level of scowl. My face forms just a natural scowl. I can't help it. Some call it the resting bitch face, but mine really makes resting bitch faces look ecstatic to be out in public. Honestly? Wow. These both kind of mean the same thing. You're amazing, or I wish I was as good as you. Huh. Which one sounds better? Huh. I mean, 'cause... I don't know, to me they both mean the same thing. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time with this. Probably because I do remember that any single one of these choices leads to multiple good or bad endings. I'll just go with my gut, honestly, and my gut was my first general, reaction to this picture, and it's like, god damn! Like, god fucking damn! Like, god damn! I just spit all over my screen. God damn. I am feeling it now, Mr. Krabs! It's not that amazing. Shut your fucking mouth! Like, look at that! I will take all seriousness with the artists for this game. Phenomenal. Like, you guys just knocked it out of the park. But thanks. I take a closer look at her work. It's still glistening with slowly drying ink. And if you can look really close, you can make out the image of Stan Ryan be in the background. Oh, that'd be fucked. You know, I look kind of grim here. You do look kind of grim. I mean, I agree. But it's also true otherwise, too. Like, this you, not the you I made. What? Did I read that right? You do look kinda grim. I mean, I agree, but it's also true otherwise, too. Like, this you, not the you I made. Alright, I needed to make sure that I read that right, and I wasn't having a fucking stroke. I do? I think so, at least. Her simple statement makes me suddenly feel incredibly self-conscious. I feel like I need a mirror right now, to confirm or debunk Rin. It's a nasty feeling. Maybe it's just her. I hope it's just her. I don't look like that sketch to everyone. Oh god, it's too late for me! It's a good sketch, but somehow I get really oppressive feeling from it. I see. Anyway, it looks really good! You really are amazing! She did that with her feet! She did that with her feet! Her feet! What a feet! Pow! I'm back! I'm not sorry. Thanks. I'm glad I could draw you. You're an interesting person. Someone needs to fucking think so. You're an interesting person too. But that didn't help me much. My self-deprecation has no limits today, but Rin ignores it all. I knew that I could never compare, but to see the difference with my own eyes is quite humbling. See, I tried to make you look like you think a lot, since you did a lot of thinking. And yeah, I might have overdone the fed up with life expression. But cynics are like that, right? I want to retort something snappy, but Naomi gives me no time to think, ushering us to the door. She's like, get the fuck out of my class! Hurry up, you two! While we've been chatting, the rest of the club has taken their leave. I quickly pick up our drawings to take them to the teacher's desk before hurrying after Rin, who has already left the classroom. She's not in the hallway, to my surprise. I wonder where she managed to run off to in just a few seconds. Would have been nice to talk more. Well, not that I had much to say, except maybe, get back at her for calling me a cynic. It's surprisingly late. I already got used to school ending at the same time every day, so I could feel the extra hours in my head and my gut. My growly stomach reminds me that I'm absolutely ravenous. I'm so hungry that I dare to try anything the cafeteria staff has deemed edible. Even when I see today's delicacy, fried mystery lumps, my steel of resolve doesn't fade. I stuff the dinner down without tasting it at all, which is probably for the best. I don't have much homework to do, but what little I have won't get done by itself, so I stroll towards the dormitories. Preparing for the post-homework lull, I knock on Kenji's door. Why? You know this never ends well! He responds from the other side. Although I can't make out what he said, I try the door, but it's locked. Probably for the best. Hello, Kenji. After several seconds, the lock clicks open and he opens the door. Hi. Hey, can I borrow a book? The library is already closed after I got away from my club meeting. He is squinting even more than usual, and his eyebrows are twitching nervously. Club? That's dangerous, man. Indoctrination, groupthink, brainwashing, you name it. By the way, I'm super proud of myself that I think I pronounce indoctrination correctly. High school clubs sow the seeds of conspiracy. Do you know how many secret societies have grown from high school clubs? Watch your back and don't get too deep. You might not come back. Okay, Kenji. So how about that book? Sure. But return them and don't spoil any of my books. No drinks, no food stains, no bodily fluids. Capiche? Sure. Thanks. Instead of letting me in, he retreats from the door, closing it again. After a few seconds, he returns with a stack of 3 thick books and hands them over to me. Opening the topmost one, a familiar emblem stamped on the copyright page greets me. Your books. These are from the school library. They are now mine. This dude! You stole these? My dude. My ninja. What are you talking about, man? I've been liberating these from the oppressive feminist movement that controls the library. Please say oppressive feminist movement doesn't mean that poor librarian girl, Yuko. She couldn't even oppress a wet towel. Kenji turns away, mumbling something I can't make out, and closes the door behind him. Before going to my own room, I enter the bathroom. While washing my hands, my eyes catch my reflection from the mirror above the sink. I try to look for the grimness Rin saw in me. It's just the usual me inside the mirror that stares back. I attempt to tell myself that this is what I've always looked like, but I realize I don't remember what I looked like half a year ago. That was deep. And that's the end of the chapter. And that's the end of the episode. Oh, God. We're alive! We live. We live. I wake up all sweaty. I always wake up all sweaty. I'm a great big fat fuck. We did it. We got back in... Save. We got back into our groove. Ladies and gentlemen, if you liked, for whatever strange reason, anything that you saw or heard, give that video a like. Subscribe to the channel to see more. Take a stroll through my library. You might find some series you're really into. There's going to be more series to come. we're back. That's all I can really say. I am feeling it now. Mr. Krabs, take us home. What the fuck does that mean?